Hey there, it's CJ Willie, and I'm cracking a pack. Today I am back with 2 Jumpstart booster packs. Hopefully everyone had a great Christmas. I'm going to break open these 2 packs that I received in my stocking. I'll combine both packs together and see what sort of deck I have. Let's get to cracking these packs. Set this one off to the side for a moment. Okay, the great reveal. Feathered Friends. I definitely like playing white blue flyers, so getting a flying deck is pretty cool. I really like these sort of descriptive cards at the very first. Okay, Angel of Dire Hour. I don't know much about this card. I think it might be a reprint, not sure. Avon Gagglemaster. Jumpstart features a lot of cards from M21. Falconer Adept. Dauntless Onslaught. Sky Tether. Concordia Pegasus. Looks to be a little bit more of a defensive deck. Warded Battlements. Swift Response. Gale Swooper. Healer's Hawk, underrated card. Take Heart. Thriving Heath. I love this common cycle. Another creature. Celestial Enforcer. And the specific Plains art card for the deck. And then a bunch of M21 lands. Okay. Angel of the Dire Hour up top. So we'll set this kind of off to the side over here. Let's take a look at the second pack that will combine with Feathered Friends. Maybe it will be blue, light blue flyers. Okay, the reveal, Rainbow, multicolor. All right, this might be kind of an interesting deck to play. Don't know how well either pack will combine with each other, but Rainbow. Mythic Maelstrom Archangel. I think that's a reprint. Chamber Sentry, going with the multicolor theme. Denrova Horror, fun card to play unlimited. Fusion Elemental, 5 mana 8/8. Mirrodin's Core. Okay, Raging Regisaur. Kind of a very mishmash sort of deck. Ironroot Warlord. Iron Mirror to help with mana. Augur Spree. Terramorphic Expanse. Not as good as Evolving Wilds. Lawmage's Binding. Prophetic Prism. Some ways to get the different colors of mana. Rupture Spire. Skittering Surveyor. Prismite. And then it looks like a bunch of different colored M21 lands. Huh. Kind of bummed that this pack doesn't have a thriving land. Guess that wouldn't make sense. Looks like the Terramorphic Expanse has different art. Okay, those are the 2 packs. So I'm gonna have Rainbow Feathered Friends. All right, I'll put them together and then I'll be back with a quick deck tech. Okay, I'm back. This is going to be a really interesting deck to play. All right, Chamber Sentry starts us off. Don't really want to cast it on turn 1, maybe 3 or 4, but it's definitely a card that in a pinch, if you need a 1/1 out there, you can do it. Healer's Hawk, love it. 1/1 flyer with lifelink. Prismite is another way that you can get additional mana on there. Little intensive because you got to spend mana to get 1 mana of any color. Concordia Pegasus, 1/3 flyer. Holds down pretty much the air and ground. I could see where this might work because there's a lot of defensive creatures in this deck, so you can get toward the bigger creatures and buy yourself some time. Alloy Mirror lets you tap for any mana color. Skidding Surveyor lets you grab a basic land so you can go and get that 4th or 5th color you need. Celestial Enforcer works if you got a flyer out there, but once again, defensive creature that holds down the fort till you can get to the back end of the deck. Warded Battlements gives all your attackers +1/+0, holds down the ground. Ironroot Warlord, interesting include in this deck. If anything else, maybe it's a 2/5, 3/5 kind of defensive guy. Raging Regisaur, more of an aggressive creature. Falconer Adept lets you create some flyers up in the air to kind of close out the game. Gale Swooper gives another one of your ground creatures flying, a little bit of evasion on the attack. Gaggle Master gains you a little bit of life, keep you in the game until you can get to these heavy hitters. So if you've got all the mana, you can play Fusion Elemental, an 8/8 that's got to be dealt with. Maelstrom Archangel, great mythic. When it deals combat damage to a player, you can start casting stuff from your hand for free. So that's a good way to get your multicolored cards out. But you already have the multicolored lands to be able to do it, so I don't know. 5/5 for 5 flyer at Mythic, pretty cool. Dinrova Horror, great card to set your opponent back. You bounce a permanent to their hand and they've got to discard a card. It's later in the game, so hopefully they discard something really good. And then Angel of the Dire Hour, 5/4 flyer with flash. The cool thing is that if you cast it from your hand when your opponent's attacking, you can exile all of their creatures that go in for the attacks. On the spell side of things, Sky Tether, good way to shut down a bomb and just basically make it sit on the ground as a defender. Take Heart, Combat Trick, gains you a little bit of life. Prophetic Prism, card that's going to allow you to add a different color mana to your mana pool. A little bit costly though, because you've got to tap 1 to be able to do it. Swift Response takes care of the threat that's attacking you. Dauntless Onslaught, good for attacking, can get both of your creatures added value, possibly take out your opponent's creatures, possibly end the game with additional damage. Augur Spree is an interesting card. It can either be used as a pump on one of your offensive creatures, though you really weaken its toughness, or you can take out one of your opponent's creatures. And then Law Mage Binding is a card that can shut down their bomb. Finally, the land. Like I said, 1/2 is mono white, so we got white covered. And then there is 1 land of each additional color. I think that's kind of sketchy, hard to pull off, but there's ways to add that other mana or get the land that you need. Thriving Heath, love it in this situation because later on in the game you can play it and name the 1 mana source that you need to cast your 5 color spells. Terramorphic Expanse, you can go and get the basic land you need. Rupture Spire, I hate this card. You have to pay 1 generic. It enters tapped. If you don't pay the 1 generic, you have to sacrifice it. But once it's there, you can tap it for any color of mana. Mirrodin's Core is interesting. It's a card that just taps for colorless. But if you take a few turns off, you can put different charge counters on it and be able to add 1 mana of any color. So kind of a useful land here. Anyway, that is the Rainbow Feathered Friends deck featuring Maelstrom Archangel as the big beefy flyer for the Rainbow deck and Angel of Dire Hour as the big beefy flyer for the Feathered Friends deck. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please subscribe and share. Also share with me in the comments section what you think of these Jumpstart packs and the Rainbow Feathered Friends deck I was able to put together. Until next time when I'm back to crack some more Magic the Gathering booster packs.